what will you do with the moments that you have left?
Great American Rugby. Rugby is life and life is great. I'm excited to share an opportunity to partner with Great American Rugby and help grow rugby in the U.S. Sponsoring Great American Rugby gives your brand exposure to a passionate rugby community, whether through logo placements, social media promotions, product giveaways, or brand collaborations. We can find the right fit for you. Here at Great American Rugby, we know that all businesses are different, so we're open to negotiating sponsorship budgets or alternative compensation that works for both of us. If you're interested, please fill out the sponsorship interest form. It'll only take a few minutes, and I'll personally reach out to discuss the next steps. Let's build something that benefits your brand while growing rugby. Thank you for your support. Let's grow rugby together. Rugby is life, and life is great. Be great.
How y'all doing? My name is RC. I'm the CEO of a clothing line by the name of WAGDOD. WAGDOD stands for We're All Gonna Die One Day. So live life to the fullest. It's an anti-depression brand I started because in my earlier teenage years, I was gonna kill myself. So I wanted to start a group of people I wish existed when I needed them. So WAGDOD has a lot of different components. We do a lot of different things. Everything from clothing, obviously that was our first one, gaming, community service. We participate in a lot of events, and we just go out and every day, honestly, we just meet as many people as we can and try to change their viewpoint on life from negative to positive. One of the most common misconceptions that I always receive about the brand lies directly within the name. What I want you to understand was that at that point in time when I originally created this slogan, I was going through such a crazy mental episode that I really came to terms with the fact that we're all going to die. And what I wanted people to receive from this message was that, yeah, we're all going to die one day, but live life to the fullest, because as far as we know in this life and existence, we only have one turn, one try to get this right. So live it and live it to the fullest.
You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. Cause I'm your honey, man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I want to grow together. Let's let our love unfurl. Beneath the pale moonlight, where we're dancing slow, I hear whispers of love. They sparkle like stars in the sky. In this moment with you, time just seems to pass by. In the quiet of the night, in a world so still, our hearts beat as one. In this love we fulfill. You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. Cause I'm your honey, man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together. Let's let our love unfurl. You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. Cause I'm your honey, man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together. Let's let our love unfurl. With every beat of my heart, I'm drawing closer to you. And through the seasons of time, our love will stand true. So trust me, don't fear me. Baby, please hear me. There's nobody else for me but you. Our love is never ending. It's only just beginning. And I can't wait to start with you. You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. Cause I'm your honey, man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together. Let's let our love unfurl. You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. Cause I'm your honey, man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together, let's let our love unfurl. You know you want me, baby, you know I want you too, cause I'm your honey man, I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together, let's let our love unfurl.
And we are back. We are back with another episode of That's All I'm Saying. It's your boy Max Dollars, your neighborhood hoop hero, baby. And we're here with another special episode today, episode 15. We got a special guest today. We got Oda Great here, finally coming to the studio. We appreciate you coming in, my boy. Now,
you're more than welcome, bro.
Before we get started, I need to give a shout out to the sponsors. I want to give a shout out to Steelwear Athletic Brand, the Great American Rugby, Wag Dog, and of course, the official sports song, The Honey Man, Abasi Still. We appreciate you, Abasi. One more time. Oh, yeah. And we going live on Twitch. If you see us, Max Dollars, and TikTok. TikTok, Instagram, everywhere. We are live on YouTube as well. Anybody want to chime in, call in at 515-599-1687. Now, let's get the show going. Now, welcome to the show.
What up, man?
Usually I talk about sports, basketball. If we want to get general, LeBron James.
There we go.
But
No.
before we get into any of those things, have you watched the NBA Finals? I know that's a stupid question, but I got to get the dialogue going. I got to get it going.
All right.
What do you think?
I like. First off, thank you for having me on That's All I'm Saying podcast. I appreciate it.
For sure.
I am usually at work at this time, and I was about to dip, but I had to do some post-production, so I'm glad I'm still here.
Hey, God is amazing.
Heck yeah, and I'm glad to see you doing so well in your using your voice in your podcast space. Appreciate of course, I'm a basketball fiend. For those of y'all that don't know, what is it? My show is High Off the Glass. That's the show Mr. Max was on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And that's what we talked about: cannabis, basketball, current events, politics, bonbons, and all that good shit. Like we would get it the fuck in, still get it in. And of course, yes, man, I have watched any question you have, yes.
For sure,
I'm on it. That game last night was amazing. I made some money.
Yeah.
I was 4 points away. I was 4 Miles Turner points away from getting 2 G's.
Yeah.
So I'm a little sad. A 7-leg parlay. I'm mad that he couldn't get them 4 extra points.
He was shooting at 3 though.
He was, but he was missing them. But the thing that's dope about Miles is Miles keeps going.
Yeah.
He don't like if I'm
stop.
missing a 3, I'm gonna go to the cup. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna shoot that little mid range. Like that's Miles is dope.
No, you're right. Miles was doing a good thing. I was actually watching the game as well. Let me get this set up. Can we get both of us in?
No, that's what's up.
Don't go sideways. Back and forth.
It's all good.
So I was watching the game, and I noticed that Miles Turner was actually punking Chet Holmgren.
Oh, hell yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah, he's been doing that at game 1 and 3.
Yeah.
Pretty much,
The 2 games that they won, he's dominated the paint. He dominated that middle space.
Yes, sir.
And towards the end of the game, I started to think and said, I don't know if Oklahoma City can win this series because they're the better team.
Yeah.
They're the better team, but mentally, I don't know if they want it that much. I don't think they cracked that code in order to jump over that hurdle to win this game.
Yeah, of course, but why you think OKC's a better team?
Well, on paper, better team.
Oh, okay.
Season-wise, better team. Chemistry, better team. Like they have the whole package. They have the star. This is the typical NBA team that wins.
Right.
Number 1 star, MVP.
Yeah.
Then you have your star role players.
Yeah.
Then you have your great bench players.
Yeah.
And a decent coach,
Yeah.
right? This right here is a championship pedigree team.
Yeah.
Only thing they're really missing is a seasoned head coach. If they had like a Pop or a Phil or somebody who's already done it a few times, hands down they will win. But there's some holes in their scheme and their strategy, which is allowing Indiana to sneak in and get these wins at the end and dominate this series.
You know what else they're missing?
Yeah.
A seasoned vet.
Facts.
Because Caruso, yeah, and you got that championship in 2020. That's cool. I get that, but you're not that seasoned. You're not a Al Horford.
Yeah.
You're not a Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
You're not, and I don't just mean to say Celtics. Hell, or what is it? You're not a. Damn, I'm escaping me with another one. Hell, you're not a CJ McCollum. You know, you're not a seasoned vet that people will that players will listen to, that young players will listen to.
Yeah.
To me, with this, so I had Indy in 7. I had Indy in 7 from Giddy Up. I'm really taking all bets on that too, because and I believed it. And I wish to God I would have jumped on them odds when it was plus 550
At the beginning of the
before the series
start,
for Indy. Yeah, because everybody, I don't know why y'all have been sleeping on OKC like y'all have. These cats have been kicking ass all year. To me, this run with them, Max, started March 11th.
Yeah.
Like that's when this shit started.
Yeah.
You know, that when they beat that Milwaukee team and Hallie had that ugly ass, weird ass 3, you know what I'm saying? The over Giannis and Giannis with that full extension. To me, that's when they set it off and they let everybody know we here. But we didn't take them serious.
No.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't take them serious at all. But the way they went through the Knicks, the way they went through the Cavs, these cats are not kidding around. Like they are, to me, they are, because everything you just named with OKC, the star player, the star role players, they got all that.
Yeah.
They got that with Hallie, they got that with Siakam, they got that with Miles, they got that with
They got the coach.
Yeah, and they got a more seasoned coach,
Yeah.
and they got players that you got a player that actually been there and done it with Siakam, and Siakam been in the league longer.
Yeah.
And and this is the thing with Siakam that Caruso don't have, and that nobody else on neither one of them teams has. He had all them fucking years, year after year, losing to Bron.
Yeah.
All them years.
Yeah.
Where they couldn't do shit with Bron and fucking Toronto and shit.
Yeah.
They couldn't do shit with dude. He had to sit through all that.
Yeah.
That's why OG was going extra hard against my goddamn team, and they beat our ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why Siakam don't miss. Like, when you see that dude, like, he just, because he's been through these.
Yeah, he knows.
He's been through this bullshit, so he's not fucking around. I'm telling you, I'm not saying
I agree.
This shit ain't done, but it's Indy in 7, bro.
If Indy wins this game, then they can get one in OKC because they've already done it.
Hell
The wheel is already broke for OKC. They're trying to get it back. You know, if they can get a win in this, if they can get a win in Indiana, then I believe their confidence will be stronger because obviously they got home court advantage.
Word.
They'll be able to. It's easier to win at home.
Yeah.
But everything you were saying is correct, right? Pascal Siakam is the X factor.
He is.
The only thing that Indiana does not have, because what they're trying to do is have that MVP star, right?
That's Hallie.
But he's not yet. He's underrated and was forgotten, but now they're remembering.
Yeah.
He is. He's not underrated, but he's just underappreciated, right? Because everybody in the league knew who he was.
Yeah.
You can't make the Olympics team and be underrated.
That's a good call.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like, but they were just
true.
like, all right, he's in Indiana. They had a decent year last year.
But he played even less than JT in that Olympics.
Yes.
Even less than JT.
Because he has to learn.
Yeah.
JT was already a champion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference.
But JT got played in the Olympics. That was bullshit.
But who he gonna play over though?
If your game plan wasn't to showcase the old dudes, there's plenty of minutes. But their game plan was to showcase the big three.
Of course.
So that's why.
That's their last hurrah.
Yeah.
You know.
But I don't know. I thought it was stupid. But keep going.
But for sure, I agree with you. I thought he should have got more tick, but
Word.
that was just a chip on his shoulder to make him better.
Right.
You know. And
Right.
and if we jump on Jason Tatum for just a second, I believe that chip he held too strongly to his heart. Only because as a player, if you're steady trying to prove somebody wrong, that means you're playing with negative energy, right? You're playing with a highly aggressive amount of attitude.
You think
that
he
you're
played
playing.
like that?
No. This season, he played totally different than he did before. He took more shots. He was more aggressive. He was trying to prove everybody wrong because of the fact that he was snubbed from the Olympics, snubbed from the Finals MVP, right? There's two things that didn't happen to him that's very significant in your career. If you're that guy, you need that Finals MVP. You need the Olympic stardom, right?
I like where you going, but I haven't heard anybody else say that. And to me, I don't think you could say, and what would prove your point is we look at them numbers. But I don't think he was uber aggressive this year to prove anybody wrong. See, that's the one thing about JT, right? JT, I disagree with that because JT does not play the way we want him to play. JT plays the way he wants to fucking play. We don't want to see him take all them fucking threes. But guess who's going to do it? He's going to do it. Because he's going to do it. JT's going to do what the fuck he wants to do. Because we want to see JT dominate a game from first to end. Nothing, no breaks, da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this, motherfucker. I'm gonna let the game come to me. Da-da-da-da-da. Y'all can kiss my ass.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Like, he does it the way he wants. So
I agree with that. But while you're playing, right, you know the narrative, right? You know your contract, but you know the underlying whispers that everybody's saying, right? Everybody's already saying that he doesn't come through in the clutch. The last second shot, he always misses. It's been shown. It's been proven. He has not sealed the deal completely yet. He's a great player.
He has. If you want to talk about games, he's had those sealed the deal games. He's had that already.
In the point games in the last 2 years, he hasn't. When everybody's been watching, I'm telling you, regular season is cool. I'm not. This is not no hate on Jason Tatum. I'm not saying that at all. This is no hate. All I'm saying is that I believe the way he played this year, with a lot of aggression on his back, a lot of I need to prove you wrong type of deal. I think was one of the reasons why he got hurt. Only because if you're not playing in a relaxed state, your body's not relaxed. It's tense the whole time. So things happen irregularly when you're tense. Your body is already naturally tense because you're eager to prove everybody wrong. This season here was his season to take the Celtics back to the championship as that main guy. Jalen was playing his role. He wasn't playing aggressive as the second leading scorer. He was playing his role. Jason Tatum was going, shooting everything, doing what he needed to do to be the man. And I feel like that kind of led to his getting hurt.
I can see you saying that, but I really think it's Mazzulla because Mazzulla's scared to play the fucking bench. If you look at the minutes that JB and JT had to kick out this year, them cats were on the floor way too much, and both of them was injured. Both of them. Like this, JB got a meniscus tear. Damn, JT does that shit, pulls his damn Achilles in the middle of the floor. If Joe Mazzulla wasn't so fucking scared and would have played more than just Peyton Pritchard, what was it? Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser, and damn Luke Cornett off the fucking bench. Our guys would have been rested more. They weren't rested. And the fucked up part is he did that damn near the whole season. Like, bro, real talk. And this is 100% true. If they would have got past New York, both of these teams would have kicked Boston ass. Because Boston don't go but 7 deep. These motherfuckers go 9-10 deep. Both teams.
They wearing you down.
Like, I mean? Like, they wore down, like, Indy wore the shit down out of OKC last night. And you don't see, we just said this on the show a couple hours ago. You never see OKC look tired.
They was tired.
Yeah, they was tired as fuck, especially SGA. You know what I'm saying? So he the fucking MVP. It's just, to me, Mazzulla did his team, and especially his fucking stars, a disservice by playing the fuck out of this season. He was on some goddamn Tibbs type shit. Like, come on, man. Fuck out
I agree. He needed to have a better game plan and a better strategy. Bullshit. But he believed his guys were superior. When you believe your guys are superior, you're gonna let them horses run.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
And they're champions from last year. So what you gonna?
And that's true. But you kept the same team from last year. You don't trust that bench? You literally kept the entire bench. You didn't swap out shit. So you don't trust that championship bench.
But they always tell you when they trade players after a championship, why did you trade them? We had a championship team. You should have kept the same nucleus together.
You can keep the nucleus, but you could have done something with the bench if you ain't like it because you didn't do nothing with the bench. And to me, it showed me, well, I do like that bench. Well, how you like him, Joe? You didn't play him. You did not play him. They got this dude on the bench. His name is Nemus Cato. He's the brother's from, I think he's from the islands and stuff, right? I'm probably saying his last name wrong. This cat, remember Williams that played for us?
Grant Williams.
Not Grant Williams. It was the other Williams. You used to call him Time Lord. The dude, Robert Williams with the dreads and would be blocked.
He should be on the team.
Oh my God. His knees. He had knee problems bad. This dude plays like a younger version of him. And I'm talking about Williams Time Lord was so dope for us, bruh. He was feared around the league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before we was at that championship level, we was coming up 2022 and all that shit. He was feared around the league for stopping shit at the rim.
Yeah.
But this dude on our bench, younger, better, no knee issues, he don't get clocked.
Politics. When does the game change from being basketball to business? Because it seems like they intertwine too much. Because at the end of the day, it's about winning basketball games.
Yep.
You know, your business succeeds when the team wins.
Yep.
If you're not winning, you know,
I don't understand that, and that's a good call, because if you rest your people, if you rest your stuff, like that's the thing you would think Tibbs would see. That's the thing I don't understand with Tibbs, and he's been doing this. Every good team he's had, he's ran into the ground.
Yeah.
The Bulls,
Yeah.
Minnesota,
Yeah.
the Knicks, they ran them straight into the fucking ground. So when they fired him, it made sense. But the way the Knicks are doing it right now, they're playing themselves.
Yeah.
Like I meant to talk about this shit on my show. For the New York Knicks, you got Taylor Jenkins, he ain't doing shit. You got Mike Malone, championship winning coach, not doing shit. I wouldn't hire Taylor. I'd hire Michael Malone. Why are you asking people that got jobs if you want to lead there and come to up? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, it's stupid. So the Knicks are playing themselves. But Tibbs, like, when he won games, he was actually, I don't know, playing his bench. He got minutes off Darrell Wright. Darrell Wright gave him some clock.
Yeah.
And then who else? What was that other dude from off the Knicks bench? Was Akinoe or Aka some shit. That I hate that I know these players' names. I can't say this dude's name, but he was actually giving them minutes. And when they played that man throughout the year, he's the backup guard for JB. He would give them substantial minutes. I don't understand this shit, but instead, and when you did do it, you won a few games, but you didn't stick with it.
Yeah.
Like soon as they couldn't score, you would yank them out and put the starters back in.
Yeah.
Man, so but the thing I don't get is Missoula did the same exact thing, but I'm a championship winning coach, and maybe it is somebody up top tell them play the starters more, but that don't make any sense because you're gonna wear them down.
You're gonna wear them down. They're gonna get hurt. I mean, just like when Derrick Rose got hurt, he got hurt because he's playing too much minutes.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Rest always helps.
That's it.
They always get crucified for resting players, but the game is different now.
Right.
Everybody ain't gonna play 82 games.
Right.
You know, it's
Right.
stronger, it's faster, it's more aggressive in a different way. You know, because I believe that the game in the 90s was more aggressive physically. But now the aggression is more on your body.
Right.
It's the agility that you're using, the speed that you're using. You're more aggressive on your own self than players are on you because they don't let fouls get hit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're wearing yourself down more so than just people knocking you down and you getting hurt.
Yeah, true. And you don't have to play 82 games. To me, is just play. You can play your starters every game. Like, look, perfect example. And this not everybody's good enough to do this, but Lakers in the 80s, Showtime, right? And that's when they were the Lakers.
Right.
That team, they would blow teams out so much, and they were so fucking good. They would sit in the second half. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't have to rock for real.
Yeah.
Like, damn, the C should have been on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look, we up by 10, 20, boom. Y'all hit this fucking bench. I don't want to see like that's how the old Celtics used to do it. That's how Doc Rivers would do some shit. That's how Casey Jones did some shit. That's why the motherfuckers were championship level teams. And of course that Doc Rivers them sees the Paul Pierce and them team should have got more chips, but injuries fucked them up.
Right.
But you kick people ass in the first half, so in the fucking second you can chill. But the C's wouldn't do that. They would still blow shit.
Yeah.
To make the motherfuckers have to go back out there.
Yeah.
And JT, to your point, he had something to prove, so he running to get back out there. JB like, all right,
I might as well.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'll kick you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, come on, let's get smarter. But I cannot wait to see what OKC, what Indy does in this game 4, because what I see Indy doing in this game 4 is they know how crucial it is. Okay, when it's 1-1 in a finals, in a playoff series of a 7-game series, whoever wins that third game is usually win. That's 80% of the time. That's the winner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Indy knew they had to get that motherfucker. That's why I bet on them. I knew they would win that bitch. But this game 4 though, this game 4 is more crucial for fucking OKC, because if OKC drops this, as you know, it might be wraps.
It might be over with. Yeah. But you can tell the difference from home court advantage to not, right? Refs are a little bit biased, obviously, right? But the energy level from the home team is always a little bit more. It's always higher.
Of course.
It's always higher.
Of course, but go back to that refs thing, because do you think that Indy got more calls last night? Because they didn't.
No.
And we looked up the numbers.
I don't know. After watching the game, I just think they flat out beat them.
Yeah.
And I think OKC choked a little bit at the end.
They did.
Because they couldn't make free throws.
Yep.
Chet was getting outplayed.
Yes, he was.
All the pressure was on Shea.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I think that J-Dub has it in him.
Uh-huh.
He's just holding back. I don't think he knows how to unleash that fire.
Man.
Because he got it.
He got it, and he was trying to let it out. But when you got fucking quick ass, big ass Obi Toppin, fucking that switches on you, shit. Like that's the thing. You got Obi Toppin, Matherson, fucking who else? You got Siakam at times. These cats can guard anybody from the center to the one, from the 5 to the 1. It don't make no sense. Like this team is defensively is no goddamn joke. It's OKC, man. It's almost like they if they don't have the lead, and what is it? A shout out to Josh Price, host of Price Check podcast. Make sure you check that brother show out, because Price Check podcast hosted by Josh Price. This brother know what he's talking about. He said this on High Off the Glass earlier. If OKC don't have the lead, and they can't come back from being behind. And that's sad. Like, this team is supposed to be so fucking good in this, that, and the third, and they can't. But Indy can. Not only can Indy come back from being down, they can lull you to sleep and make you think they dead. And next thing you know, it's a minute left in the game, and oh shit, we down a bucket. What the fuck?
That's because their coach allows them to play basketball.
Yes.
There's no one player who's designed to just score all the time.
There you go.
It's going to be Naismith. It's going to be Nimhard.
Yes.
It's going to be Halley.
Yes.
It's going to be Siakam.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, it's going to be TJ coming off the bench.
Oh, my God. TJ was so cold last night.
But they
TJ
all
was so
have
cold.
the green light.
Oh, my God.
Matheson all have the green light.
Bruh,
they
they
just
do.
play basketball.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
you can
Yep.
tell there's no contracts involved.
Yep.
There's no money really,
Yep.
like, telling them what to do.
Yep.
They're trying to make Halliburton the main person, but
Yep.
he's not really taking it at this moment.
Yeah.
He will next year, I'm sure,
Yeah.
after they win.
Yeah.
But right now,
Yeah.
this is just free basketball.
It is.
It's free.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
It is.
So I believe that they're going to win as well. I think that MVP, they're probably going to give it to Halley, more than likely, or they're going to split
Indy
it.
wins.
If Indy wins, they're going to split it with Siakam.
It's either going to be him or Siakam, but it might. See, but Halley has to have more games like he had last night, because I'm shocked. I'm shocked that man only had 22, because he was so much more aggressive in 3 than he was in 1 and 2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for him to only have 22, I'm shocked by that. Again, he did not get fouls he was supposed to get. OKC had 8 more free throws last night. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's the home fucking team.
Well,
Like, come on. How do you have more? You know, away team.
they drive more. OKC drives more.
Man, you saw how many times Halley was going to the cup and did not get that foul.
Yeah, that
Like,
towards the
bruh.
end, they're not calling it at the end.
Oh, they weren't calling it throughout.
They don't drive though. If you watch the game, Indiana does not drive the ball.
What you
They do fast breaks. They shoot a lot of threes. Siakam shots mid range, right? But Halley's shooting threes. Nimhard ain't going into the cup like that. He's shooting fadeaways all the time. Naismith is always in the corner shooting threes.
Okay, yeah, but Naismith is, but he can also go to the cup, because I totally disagree. That's why TJ was so dope last night.
going to the cup.
TJ going to the cup, but also the way they were slashing and cutting. Every time TJ was either cutting to the basket, or he was going to dish to the corner, or somebody else was cutting. He was going to pass to them. Like, they always cutting. Like, Matheson was cutting, Naismith was cutting. What is it now? Nimhart, he likes to hit that little mid range and do that, but he'll go to the cup too. And the thing I liked about Turner, when Turner 3 wasn't going, he would go to hit that little free throw line jumper. That shit is always wet. Then when that wasn't rocking, that motherfucker would go to the cup.
Yeah.
So don't say they don't go to the cup. These cats were not getting calls last night.
They don't
Like,
go to the cup
weren't.
more than OKC. SGA is a driver. J-Dub is a driver. Chet is a driver.
Yeah, well, Chet also he can only drive and do all that shit in the first half. In the second half, he hit them motherfucker get tired or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing about it, I'm like, okay, you ain't doing all that, trying to be all fancy with the ball. Cool. Watch that motherfucker. He got a jumper.
Yeah.
He was missing them. Because every time he shot it, bro, in the second half, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But he would brick them motherfuckers and
Pressure.
a couple pressure and there you go. That right there. That is what it is with this Thunder team. They are not because I'm gonna just do it because they're the same damn franchise. That Thunder team from 2012 that made it to the final, they could deal with that pressure. You know what I'm saying? Until they got to the final and they couldn't get a call. That shit rattled them. It did. That rattled the shit out that team. But they could deal with that pressure up until that point. This Thunder team, I don't think they could deal with this pressure at that point because they know. I think they're thinking. For what you're saying about how young they are and this, that, and the third, da-da-da-da-da, I think they feel the pressure of if we lose, it's such a fucking letdown and da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. To me, as young a team as you are, you shouldn't feel like that. You should feel like, hell, we'll be back next year. Even though that's not a given. Not a given. But as young and dope as y'all are, and I think a lot of them is locked in, why y'all feel like that?
I mean, J Dubs is his third year. Chet is his third year. I think their fourth year they're up for a contract, right?
I think. Well, no, this only Chet. Yeah, this is Chet's third year, isn't it?
They're up for a contract, I think, after this year. Now, the thing about it is that since they made it to the finals, their stock has went up. Mm-hmm. J Dub's stock is high right now. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I believe that if he gets an opportunity to be a franchise player for a team that needs a franchise player, he will be a great franchise player and do some things.
He ain't going nowhere though. I promise you. I bet you money right now. He'll take a pay cut to stay there.
You think so?
Oh yeah. None of them three right there. The fucking commercial boys. Yeah. No, they ain't going nowhere. I bet you money. Them cats will take us a little bit less. They'll be on some. Fucking Westbrook, KD, and Ibaka type shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know if any of them had to take a pay cut, but Harden had to get out of there because they couldn't afford all four.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying, I really think that they'll do that because they like to play together. But again, man, they have a fear about them that you can see.
Because they never been here before.
Exactly. That's why. But why did you start off by saying they the best team?
Because they are. Just because you haven't been somewhere don't mean you're the best team. You just don't perform when the pressure's on because you're not used to it. You're not accustomed to it. Yeah. Like you said, Pascal Siakam's the only one who's really been at that level and failed, and then succeeded. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Alex Caruso, he never failed.
No.
He had LeBron.
Right.
And he won.
Right.
So that's different.
Right.
So this is new for him too.
Right.
So and he's coming off the bench.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like to be a seasoned player like he is and to know the knowledge, you would think he would start because he can help control the game more because he's already been in the situation because he had a LeBron, which is SGA. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He can determine like, okay, well, in this point in time, you should do this because I've actually seen it happen.
Yeah.
Pascal, on the other hand, seen it on the opposite. Yeah. Is trying to prevent it from going down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's always going against the MVP.
Yeah.
And he's doing his best not to let that happen. And that's the turning point to me.
No doubt. I 100% agree with that. And it's funny to me, like it's almost like the tale of the white boys. Who can give more? Yeah. Because to me, and this is the truth. This is dead ass. They both bench players, and I like Caruso being on a bench. Let's not tinker too much with OKC starting lineup because they know what the fuck they doing. When you got Hartenstein out of there and put a goddamn point guard in or a guard or two guard to play center position, y'all tripping. Mm-hmm. So let's not mess with that too much. But to me, oh shit. But to me, if you out of it's the tale of the two white boys. Which one comes off the bench gives more, that team gonna win. That's just it. Like, because Caruso can damn near do the everything exact same TJ stuff does. That TJ can do. The only thing about it is, Alex. I don't think Alex is a good point guard like that. TJ is a pure point guard.
Yeah.
Like that cat looked like a man. Tell me that motherfucker don't look like man. I don't want to say him just because he white, but tell me he don't look like John Stockton out there.
He out there got John Stockton.
He got some John Stockton tendencies like a motherfucker, man.
Mid range.
Yeah, I mean mid range like because that when he get that little space off you and hit that little 6 foot jumper in odd positions, that shit is the shit.
Yeah.
And another thing that pissed me off with Indy, right? And they were doing this. Neesmith, Nimhart were doing this, and Matherin wasn't doing this. Pascal was not doing this. Oh my God, this pissed me off so much, Max. Why you flopping off the MVP and expect to get a call?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? That's stupid as hell.
Yeah.
You have to stay with that man. You're not gonna do all this popping your head back. Think this is not the first round of the playoffs. Yeah. This is not the conference finals. That'll work in a regular season game.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, I mean this is it. This is nothing else. So stop doing that, Babbage. And it's almost like somebody coached them up about that because in the fourth quarter they stopped doing it. But throughout the game, when Matherson was on the MVP, none of that. When Siakam was on the MVP, none of that. Because like you said, he's trying to stop that shit.
Yeah.
He's trying to stop the MVP from going off because that's all he's used to.
Yeah.
He's just used to going against the best dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, that pissed me off. And to me, Andrew Nimhart, you have no excuse. You've been playing against this cat since he was a kid.
Yeah.
Why? How do you think that's going to stop him?
Yeah.
You
know him
off
already.
him?
You know his game.
You know what I'm saying? You know his game. That's what he wants to do. He's such a like him. Of course, to your point, he go to the cup a lot, and man, I've never seen anybody slither to the coach. He's like a snake.
He's smooth.
He slithers to that motherfucker.
But
you know what I mean?
It tires him out though.
Oh my God!
You can tell. Like you can tell all that body contact that he's taking and slithering through the lane is tiring him out. Fourth quarter comes. He's winded. He's winded. And,
for real.
And the bad part about it is that if he got some more help, if Chet played better, if J-Dub played, he's already playing great.
Right.
If he certain moments in time hits a key shot, it would take the pressure off of SGA, so that he can rest because you can rest during the game, in certain moments, you know. Because if you remember the play when was it Hallie shot that corner shot and he missed.
Yes.
And you know, he just stayed there.
Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. And he was tired. He stayed right there. But Hallie followed his shot.
Got his rebound.
And he got the rebound.
Yes.
There you go.
It was
great
a
call.
key
Yes,
moment.
great call by you.
Key moment.
Yes. Because he was tired.
He's tired.
He was,
He's playing 40 minutes almost.
And I want to say on that play when Hallie got the ball, I think he put the shot up.
And he got fouled.
And he got fouled. He finally got a call.
No, they didn't call it. I think he was trying to throw a lob.
To my point.
Yeah.
To my point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was that.
Yeah.
But what can you do?
Yeah.
You know, if you're the man on the team, you have responsibilities.
Yep.
You gotta give all your effort. And certain times you gotta take a break. And that just so happened he had to take a break at that particular time.
It was and this is the thing that I love about the Pacers, man. I didn't even get to say all these points on my show. The thing I love that they do, bruh, and a lot of NBA teams do this, and it is trickulated down to the college level, and it goes down to the hell. You've seen videos now of kids doing this bullshit, and it's the worst shit in the world. When you don't get a call and you pout. Instead of getting back on D, instead of doing your job, you pout. Who do it the most? They don't ever say Joker. Joker does that shit all the time. And who do it the ultimate worst? Luka. Luka does that. Luka did it so much. Luka did it to the detriment of the Mavs last year. In the biggest games of his career, he did it to a detriment then. And then he did it to the Fakers' detriment this year.
Yeah.
He shitted on both. And but there's still no excuse for to trade him. That Mavs trade, whenever you want to have a conversation about that, we need to have a conversation because it's not some shit that we see.
No, of course
that goddamn
not.
That GM had nothing to do with that bullshit.
No.
Nothing. But to me, what is it? That shit, the Pacers do the complete opposite of that. And that's what they didn't do against the Knicks when Nimhart could not get them calls that he should have got against JB when JB flopping into him, literally banging, headbutting him, shouldering the fuck out of him, all that shit. I don't know why he's playing. He should play JB he should play SGA the way he played JB because he stayed with JB.
Yeah.
He didn't fall off of JB too
Yeah.
much and give JB a whole bunch of space to hit that little jumper that SGA loves. So I love the fact that the Pacers don't cry about it. They get back on D.
Yeah.
Even Matherson. And Matherson had a problem with that because Matherson liked to
liked to talk.
He liked to talk and
Yeah.
he liked to give that little physical game. He wanted. I remember earlier in this. No, I don't. It wasn't this season. It was either earlier this season or last season. He acted like he wanted to fight JT on the damn court.
Yeah.
Like, what you out here fighting for? Like, who?
That's
you know what I'm saying?
aggression that you want, though.
You want that.
He ain't finna fight nobody.
I hear you. You
Yeah.
want that. Like, you want that. Like, but no. He for real wanted to fight. The aggression you want is somebody who could play mind games. That shit that Draymond do.
Yeah.
You want that because you play mind games like that, so you take that person off your game. You're taking off your game because instead, and he got kicked out the game with that.
They
you know what
always
I'm saying?
picking. They picking on Benedict, man.
But guess what though?
Yeah.
He's matured past that.
Yeah.
You haven't seen him do that shit this year in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like you've seen him have games. Hell, that one game, what is it? Game 4 against the Knicks. They don't win that game if it's not for Matherson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Matherson has had games, and then Hallie come in and hits these crazy shots, so we think it's all him. No. It's all them other Pacers. You know what I'm saying? So I just love the fact that they know how to. All right, I ain't getting the call. Fuck it. I ain't gonna bitch about it.
Because it's the little things.
You know what I'm saying?
When it comes to this level of basketball,
Right.
it's the inches that matter.
Yes, sir.
It's the small things that you forget about and let your emotions take over
Word.
that allows you to either win or lose the game.
Word.
Now, if that's something that they collectively thought about, okay, fellas, if we don't get a foul, let's not complain. Let's just keep it playing because we already know the game plan. If we can do that and keep our conscience going good, we can get a rebound. We'll get a score. That's just how it works. If we
Right.
cry about it, then it's 4-on-3,
Right.
4-on-2,
Right.
5-on. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like,
right. You giving them the advantage.
Yeah, you give them the advantage every
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So I believe that they probably did talk about that, and I believe if they're not doing it, because Hallie was crying a little bit because he wasn't getting no calls.
But that's the thing, though. He wasn't crying enough to take him out of the next play.
No.
He picks and chooses when he would say something, and he was controlled.
Yeah.
If you watched him, he would make a face like he's mad, but then he would come over to the official. He calms himself.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's smart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear this. Hallie don't know how to hoop shit. Hallie is smart.
Yeah.
I don't know about his uncle Elmer
father.
Fudd looking dad. You know what I'm saying? That's the black Elmer Fudd right there. But Hallie is smart, and Hallie can hoop.
You know how to play.
Yes, he do.
You know the game.
For real.
And the NBA is really psychological.
Word.
Right? Because they're all at the same level for the most part. Right? So it's psychological. You have to be able to outsmart the refs, make them believe that you're on their side. And, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all human nature. If I think you like me and I'm not giving you no flack, I'm going to give you a call. Something's going to happen. In that back of my mind, I'm going to think real quick, let me give you this real quick. Because that's all it is.
Yep.
If I'm crying to you the whole night, I'm not
Yep.
giving you shit when
Yep.
when something happens.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So it's really it's a mind game.
That's true, but guess what? It can also go the other way.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it goes the other way with Dennis Rodman
Yeah.
and Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Because them cats, they got the green light. They could bitch all fucking night
Yeah.
and get every call they wanted.
Yeah.
And why? Because that ref was either scared to call a foul against them or didn't want to get reprimanded or didn't want to get yelled at by his crew chief or get yelled at by that player or whatever the hell, or yelled at by whatever the case may be, because it's so funny. You're right. 80% of the time, 90% of the time, if you do that crying and bitching, you're not going to get that call.
get nothing.
But there's certain people. Shit.
Some people, yeah.
Yeah.
But also the game is entertainment as well now.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
have to sell enough to manipulate, because even if you're not crying to the refs, they're watching the game. They're watching a lot of things going on. But if you start making a lot of hoopla about fouls and whatnot, now their focus is going towards that.
Right.
It might not be right all the time,
Right.
but if their focus
Right.
is on that,
Yeah.
then something else that they're missing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it goes either way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Luka does a lot crying and stuff, but it probably helped Kyrie get some points. It probably helped LeBron, because if you're always worrying about Luka crying and stuff, because again, this is human nature. These referees are people. They're not robots. They're not just sticking to the book.
Yeah.
Their emotions are up, down. They're running. They're tired. Their
Yeah.
eyes get lazy. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
They're human, yeah.
They're human. So
Yeah.
if Luka's always crying, right?
Yeah.
They're worried about what Luka's crying about sometimes, or it's the back of their head. Somebody else does something. they're not going to catch it as quickly. That's why these refs miss a lot of calls because it's distraction.
To me, I think it was a detriment to Kyrie and LeBron because again, when you're too busy bitching about a call and your defense and you're talking to the ref instead of staying with your man is then able to jump on Kyrie and double team, jump on Bron and make his job a little, get in a passing lane that you didn't expect him to be in. Because if Luka was with him, he probably wouldn't be in that passing lane. I don't know. To me, I don't think it's a help, but I just all I know is one thing that neither one of us has said, and I'm surprised you haven't brought this up, is where the fuck was OKC's bench? Because their bench was the reason why they were able to blow them out. I mean, the bench was, if you look at it, like,
bench.
Yeah, like the bench had 40-some points in game 2, and then the Indy's bench had 40-some points in game 3. Like that Indy bench, man.
That Coach Booty Hole tightened up.
Yeah.
He tightened up because you would pay J-Dub more, the other Jason Williams or whatever his name is. With the
man, he barely played. But Smiley Williams barely played.
But he's a crucial rebounder. He can put in a good 10 minutes, give you 3-4 rebounds, set some good screens. I'm saying that's what he did before in the season. Yeah. If you're the best team in the season, there's a reason. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't change your game plan just because you're going into the playoffs, even though your best players need to play more, yes. But you still stick to the same scheme that you did in the beginning of the season.
Right.
Because the team that you beat 3 times in a row is starting to know your number. So you got to change it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to change it up. And I don't think the coach knows what to do because he's never been in a situation.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. So it's just one of those things that I think experience as a coach is going to win, is going to help Indiana. Yeah. Experience with Siakam is going to help because we've talked about it. He's got a lot of experience. Right. You got young players who don't know no difference. You got one who's a Olympian. That means a lot. You know, even though you did not play in those Olympic games, you was practicing with LeBron, Steph, KD, and Edwards. You got the experience. You got the knowledge.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So you have a lot of things going on your side at this moment as Indiana. You just got to capitalize. Yeah. You also have a dark horse. Matheson is unstoppable. This kid, if he can bottle it together, if he can put it together, he could be a first team NBA player.
He could
definitely be a first team.
Oh yeah, if he could keep his emotions in check.
If he can keep his emotions and put that game together like he needs to, boy, boy, he tough. You can't stop him.
Man, them corner shots he be taking be so wet.
You can't stop. He got it. He actually had. I seen it when his freshman rookie year. Yeah. When he played in the All-Star game. Yeah. He was killing. Yeah. That whole year he was killing. I'm like, okay, he gonna be somebody. Yeah. But obviously he got hurt, and then his attitude be stepping him back a little bit. But I think he got a big future for him.
He definitely, the Pacers definitely could have used his ass last year against us.
Yes, sir.
You know, when we whooped their ass. So I'm gonna tell you like this. There's nothing really I could say because you are 1,000,000% correct. With Dagnall booty hole is tight, and to me, I think Dagnall has a little more experience than we give him credit. He was on that Billy Donovan staff with the Thunder when Billy Donovan was the coach, and I think he might have been with Billy Donovan in Florida when he might. No, fuck that. No, he might have been a player back then. He might have been a player. I don't know if he was. I don't know if he was a coach with him. He's too young because he kind of close to my age. Yeah, so he wouldn't on his staff. But what is it? I think to me, he should have a little more faith in what got him there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because again, like you said, the other Williams not playing him. I don't think that dude's got any clock in these finals. What is it? The other backup player, the brother with the shag, they got the shag. He got a little bit of clock. Last night hasn't been doing much. I think he did a little something game 2. What is it? One of the dudes that kills him that I'm scared every time he a bench player for them. As a matter of fact, I want you to tell me who it is. I'm gonna describe him to you. Every time this dude comes off the bench, I'm scared because he can shoot, and when he shoots, he don't miss.
Come on, Wiggins.
No, hell no. No. Fuck no.
Wiggins, he went for 20.
Wiggins is cool, but he ain't got no jumper like this dude. And this cat I'm talking about has been with the team longer and is really good and it would be a good role player everywhere. What you gonna look him up?
OKC? Yeah, of course.
Don't look him up. The fuck? No, guess, man. Yeah.
OKC.
Yeah, you know who he is. He came in last night. And he was crushing in game 2. Guard.
You talking about Demendorf?
Huh?
The
Dort?
yeah, no, I ain't talking about
Lou
him.
Dort. Dort starts. You talking about?
Oh yeah, you okay?
Yeah. You should know who I'm talking about. He comes in off the big guard. Got a jumper, can shoot.
I'm drawing a blank.
Oh shit, Isaiah Joe.
Oh man, I wasn't gonna guess that.
Are you serious?
I
Isaiah
said-
Joe is cold. He been there for a
I'm not
while.
saying he not.
And he got a jumper. Like
Yeah.
every time he shoots, Max, I'm scared as shit.
Yeah.
Because that dude hits it with somebody on him, and he be always open.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they forget about him.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that dude buses.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, don't sleep. Like, and that's the thing. Dagnall is barely playing dude. He barely played him in game 1. Barely played him last night. Like cats that. The players that got you there, you're not playing them. And guess what? If they're not ahead, they look right on back. They look low key shook.
Yeah.
Like they look shook. They look like, oh shit, I'm not ready for this moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, cause that one Williams, the other Williams, all they do is smile a lot. Let's see him do something in this final. You know what I'm saying? Cause I
Yeah.
bet you money if let his first 2 shots not go down.
Yeah.
Shit.
He gonna be out.
Yeah, I mean, that's it right there. Number one, he shouldn't be out. He needs to be out there and get that season in his shit. But Dagnall's gonna pull him because he's scary. And is he gonna be like is he gonna put his head down?
Yeah.
Because that's so easy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so sick of people acting like, well, why does these professional athletes in one game they can be the GOAT, and in the next game they could be trash. Why is it like that? Because we're human.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
human. Anything. You get an argument with your lady fucking before the game, a day before the game, and that'll fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of things that can go.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
trying to focus on that jumper, but you thinking about coach being a dick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And sometimes that ball feels different.
yeah, I mean,
When you get
like,
the ball, it don't feel the same.
Yeah.
Sometimes you shoot it and you be like, man, it felt good, but it just don't go in.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of nuances
Yeah.
that go into this game and to make it so that people play good and they don't, you know? Like
real.
It's really a feeling, you know? It's really a feeling.
For real.
Let me ask you a question. All right. I wanted to know your opinion on this.
All right.
The NBA is not allowing teams to have veterans, right? They're always going younger and pushing the old players out. And
They allow them. I mean,
not the good ones.
I get what you're saying, but you can still have vets. Like, we got vets on my team. You know, but I get what you're saying. They're not.
But they're not playing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the vets aren't getting showcased. What I'm trying to say is that I believe that the NBA should allow players to play up towards their 35s and 6 like KD and Steph is. Like they usually don't. You know what I'm saying? Like usually like if you're not that main guy, usually you're pushed out because they want the younger players to come in, which is fine. But if you want better basketball, better fundamentals, a solid game, you should have your veterans on the team more. You should have more veterans and have the young players learn from the veterans because that's how the game gets better. If you have these young cats playing the whole time, the game looks sloppy because they're learning on the fly.
Yep.
If you have the veterans playing, they know what to do. There's not going to be a lot of turnovers. There's not going to be a lot of foul play. There's not going to be a lot of like wasted possessions.
Right.
It's going to be a quality game, which would improve the game and make it more interesting because now it's suspenseful. Now there's not a lot of scoring. There's some defense playing, and you're trying to see who's going to win.
Right.
Because now we're paying attention.
Right.
So my question is, do you think that the NBA should allow more vets to be on the team and play? Because you see the big three. Players can still play at a high level.
Right.
So do you think that they should allow these players to still continue playing?
Well, I think you answered it for me. You laid it. I mean, you definitely made it one-sided. You laid every argument for it. There's no reason. There's no reason not to. I got 100%. Excuse me. I couldn't disagree with you if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? That's 1,000,000% correct, and that is the problem with a lot of these teams in this league. You're right. Like the NBA has made it easier for teams to get rid of older players. They just have. Even like you got to pay them at a certain amount. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't just pay them as much as you would. And it's not as bad as the NFL. The NFL really does that. You know what I'm saying? But the NBA does that shit too. And it's really sad too, because my era back in the 90s, bro, shit, everybody had a gang of vets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you had I mean, what? Bill Cartwright, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kevin Willis. Man, just so many players that played like in their late 30s, 40s. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit with Bron, like it was so many. Man,
you can have a team
Man.
full of Brons. Not saying they're gonna be LeBron, but veteran, seasoned players who
Yeah.
know the game.
Yeah.
And you can like it would be entertaining. It would be more like the EuroLeague because the EuroLeague allows older players to play.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you like this, famo. You can't have a whole team full of just straight up vets. They would get their ass whooped in the like they would get their ass whooped. Like in the playoffs, that team would be the shit because they would know what to do and they would be able to slow the game down and this, that, and third. But in 82 game record. Man, come on, man. No, it can't be all vets.
I understand that.
But what you do is you just have more. Man, I tried to push back on what you said at the first, but you're right. Like NBA has rules that are allowing them to kick out the older dudes faster, and they shouldn't have had that. You know what I'm saying? It's like the fucked up part is the only big name older dudes that are still in the league. I mean, I'm sorry, the only older veteran players that are still in the league are the big name dudes.
Name players,
CP3, Bron,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Them cats, like, that's it. Horford's still doing it.
He retired, didn't he?
No, he ain't retired.
I thought he retired this year.
No. There was rumors of that, but he about to resign.
Okay.
Yeah, he coming back for that last year. Like, shit, that's the thing. And people saying he was going to leave too. That cat will retire before he leave. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and you still got a few of them, but it's not as many. But it would be because like when you got what it is now, it's like you got not even learning on the fly. You learn it from somebody that knows the same as you. How you gonna learn something from somebody that knows the same as you?
Yeah,
you need to
somebody
learn.
only been in there a year, and they tell you should do this. Nah, you don't know nigga either.
Right, for real. Like that's why the Celtics was so. And I'm not. This is no bullshit. And I'm not just trying to toot the horn of my team. The reason why we were so good so fast is because we had two stud ass dudes that we drafted first round, back to back years, JB and JT. Yeah. That's number one. And number two was. Hell no. Number one was they came into vets. Like you had Marcus Smart that was already there. What else? You had IT that was already there. You had other players. You know what I'm saying? Like you had Al Horford that was already there. You had veteran players that were there for those cats. See, the C's don't do all that bullshit. The C's know how to hold on to some vets. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We good at it. But what is it? Yeah, so every team would do that shit. But you know what? If y'all want to be stupid enough to not do it, cool. I mean, make it easier for the smart teams and Celtics. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, because at the end of the day, it's about winning games. Franchises should be known for winning, not apparel. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at the Knicks, they're not known for winning. They're known for their apparel.
Right.
The Lakers, known for winning. Celtics, known for winning.
Right.
Apparel is still there,
right?
But the legacy of winning is most important,
right?
So teams should value that more,
right?
Because at the end of the day, when you win, you win.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No doubt,
like
no
you
doubt.
just win. Like more money comes, more facilities is better. Players want to play there because everybody wants to be a part of a winning franchise.
Yeah.
So I believe that if you had the right vets, the vets that let's say like Kevin Durant. He's the right vet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
James Harden is the right vet, I would say. I'm just saying, like he's been proven.
To what? To lose all the time. Stop it. Say somebody else. Like you don't want to go down this Harden trap. Like he played himself again this year. He gave him fucking nothing, bro. It was in a 7-game series.
He's not a
They
closer.
could have won that.
He's not a closer.
He's not an opener. Like, come on, man. He's not an opener in a big game. He's just an opener and a closer in fucking regular season.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Him and CP3 the same. They the same.
Nah, shit. I don't know. I seen CP3. What is it? CP3 in that last
the NBA Finals. What did he do? Nothing.
Nothing. I wouldn't say he did nothing. Like I think he hit his little mid-range jumpers he was supposed to hit. He's more of a he's not as much of a no-show as Jamie Harden is.
I'm not saying that the same. I'm just saying like people choke.
Yeah.
It's not in his nature to win like that. But all I'm saying is as a vet, he can help a young sprout come up.
Yeah.
Because for one, the kid is gonna see that he never closed anything big time.
Yeah.
But the information that he's gonna give you is gonna be valid.
But what you want, I know what you want, and I can tell. You want to take a You want to take a LeBron James and put him on New York, or and you want to take a KD and put him back in OKC. You want to take that's what you want. You want to take a superstar player and put him on a really good young team. That's what you want to see happen. Sorry, bro, it's not structured like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The NBA already know you want to do that, and the owners want to do that. It's even harder to do. Before you couldn't do that shit before. No. Now with that apron bullshit they got now, and all these different first apron and second apron and all, but shit. That's why all these ridiculous, stupid, asinine, clickbait, feces ass rumors came out about my Celtics and how they was about to dismantle the whole fucking team after the season. Yeah. Because of that apron bullshit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the team is already locked in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So no, man, that's not gonna happen.
I understand. Well, hey, that is our time for today. I appreciate you coming in.
Oh shit, right on, man. Yeah.
Everybody, come to High Off the Glass. What days you on?
Oh, Sunday. Same day, baby. Same day as when you was on there.
Hey, tune in on Sundays at
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Yep.
For High Off the Glass. The Great
right on.
does an amazing podcast. Cannabis, politics, life, jokes, everything that you need to see and need to hear. Check them out on Sundays
and
at
basketball
2 o'clock,
and sports
all day, every day. Again, this is all I'm saying podcast. I'm your boy Max Dollars, your neighborhood hoop hero, baby, and we here for another episode 15. We appreciate y'all coming in, and see y'all later.
You know I want you to, 'cause I'm your honey man.
Appreciate you all.
We out. Oh, appreciate you.
That's it.
Damn, that would it's like back how we used to do it.
Hey, for sure. Hey, everybody here on Twitch, what's up, man? Listen,